Well, the thing we should understand here is we need to know whether is it lawful killing or unlawful killing. You know,
what do you think?
What really happened? What really happened? We need to understand these things. And what was the defense used? I can remember I investigated a matter at where two guys were killed. They were on the street as vigilantes, protecting their community and against thieves. And the police, they said, it's a mistake in identity. They said, no, we did not understand that you guys were vigilantes, roaming the street to protect your people from thieves. So they were shot. Two were shot. And one was shot on his leg and taken to the hospital. Two died on the spot. I investigated that matter, and I know government instituted a coroner inquest to see what were the causes of those deaths in Wellington Estate, Bumbuna. There's another one at Air Street in Freetown. So I'm yet to get the result or the findings of that coroner inquest. But what I'm saying here is I'm not expecting it to be lawful killing. It's not lawful. One has to explain to us, and maybe this court will tell us whether the act was lawful, because some of them are saying there's a wide rumor that was done as a way of self-defense. Again, in Bumbuna, we did our findings. It was a way of they were there to control the riot. And the police high-handedness is a whole problem in this country, because that is where my concern is in terms of one of the human rights challenges. Government is committed. There's a political will for the commitment to have people take responsibility. As somebody said, take accountability of your acts. Police, we are supposed to control the crowd, the riot in but again, what happened at the end of the day? They ended up, using live arms, and somebody died in the process. And one of the protesters was shot. So what I'm saying here, why did the police have to use live arms to control riots? When those people they are first civilians, as you said, they don't have, they use sticks, and maybe sometimes they are so. Why can't you use proportionate force as provided in the UN Convention, to quell down riot than to use live arms? So I don't think government should sit by and let go these people that have one way or the other kill these people. So as alleged. So what I'm saying here, we should look further than that. We should look further than that. We should really ask government to see what they can do with these people, not just giving the support. We can do that, but let's see the commitment from that direction. That's my plan.
Right. Okay. But were you actually disappointed with the head of the police for actually denying responsibility? Hello.
Well. Yeah, I think he has the right to deny responsibility, because it is yet to be proved whether they were responsible or not. Because the court inquest needs to tell us. Yeah, the court inquest needs to tell us whether the police was responsible for the killing or not. But for Bumbuna, report suggests that even our report stated that the killing was done by the police officer. And again, it's interesting to know that the police accepted responsibility for Bumbuna, but we are yet to have the findings of the coroner's inquest that was conducted established by the government.
Right, okay. Well, thanks a lot for that. Anyway, I like the idea about, because you touched on the police using live arms to control the riot. There should be different methods in actually controlling riots, especially when some have been trigger happy and just opening fire at will. definitely they should look at not giving live arm to police to actually control riot. They should use water cannons or other method as well. I like the fact that you're not too impressed with the high-handedness of the police, and that they should take accountability and responsibility for their actions as well. I would go now to Janet so that she would have the opportunity to talk on the right to life. For example, especially taking into consideration the incidents that happened in Sierra Leone last year, where the lady was killed in the peaceful protest, and the other 2 youths as well in the eastern part of the city. Janet, what is your take on that particular incident and the right to life as an article in the UDHR?
Well, let us be clear on this issue, that nobody has a right to take the life of another person.
Indeed.
That is very clear. So I'll go back to Fabunde and say to him whether the killing was lawful or unlawful. The point I'm making is the police have no right to take the life of another if they were not defending themselves. So these are people who are unarmed. You know, they were not fighting the police to say, well, we are in a position where we were fighting back because we felt our lives were in danger. So there's no self-defense here. These were defenseless people. They were killed. So there is no excuse. They were killed unlawful. The killing was unlawful. It's a straightforward description. They were killed. What is lacking in Sierra Leone is a matter of enforceability. They're not enforcing. When people breach a convention, right? And there are no laws in place or guidelines or machinery to bring them to court and say you have breached the right of another human being. So it appears to me that what we have is we all have all these rules on papers, but like Josephine rightly said, they are not implemented. This is the problem we're having. We're having a problem with lack of implementation and enforceability. They're not enforcing the laws. It doesn't matter what the people were doing, as long as they didn't have any arms. They were not fighting against the police. You know, they were defenseless. The police do not have any right to kill them. It is a straightforward thing. The right to life says that you can only take another person's life if the person, you know, according to OSIA in the United Kingdom, if the person was trying to take your own life. If the police in their own duty, to carry out their duties, if they sense the need that someone was trying to kill them, they can kill that person in self-defense. That was not the situation in Sierra Leone.
Right.
So the right to life is being breached in Sierra Leone.
I need to clarify. I need to have the record straight there. I didn't say that the police used self-defense.
Hello? Is that from
Yes, sir.
Well, did you want to clear a point that Janet made? Yeah.
Yeah. I want to have the record straight there. I didn't say that the police use self-defense as a way to kill, as an excuse to kill those guys.
No. I am saying that's what they should have used. That's what I am saying.
But what I'm saying, in law, I think there's self-defense. There's a concept of self-defense in law. Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you. I wasn't meaning to be rude. Anyway, it's only because Janet has actually confirmed that that's what she said, and it's not. She wasn't misinterpreting you. So what I would like to do is just for Janet to finish what she's saying, and then please, when you've got the opportunity to
sorry, Janet, go ahead.
That's fine.
Janet.
What I was trying to clarify here is that you can only kill another person, like the police, while they're carrying out their duties. If they sense they were afraid, their lives were in danger, then they have the right to kill, and that defense will be self-defense. They are killing in self-defense. Right. But in the situation in Sierra Leone, I was just trying to make it very clear that there was not a situation that presented itself. These people were defenseless. They didn't have any arms on them. So to kill them and say mistaken identity, that is not a mistaken. I will not think they were killed under mistaken belief. You know what I'm saying? Mistaken belief in the sense that I believe you are somebody else, but you are not. So that, to me, it's a blatant abuse of
Johnny, we have to be careful. I think we're talking of two situations here. There's the situation in Bumbuna where the lady was gunned down in the peaceful protest, and there was the one about, well, according to the police, they did say it was mistaken identity because they thought they were like the bad boys in the area tried to gun down people. So we should.
Did they have guns? The question Milton to ask. Did bad boys? Okay. Did they have guns on them?
Right.
Did they have guns on them? That's the question.
Yeah. Okay, right. You made very good points, and I could see your logic as well that the killings were unlawful based on the premises that the protesters, all the other two guys were defenseless and unarmed.
Yes.
So that makes it unlawful. Right. Thanks a lot for that. What I would like to do now, because I know Mesa has been waiting quietly and patiently there to actually chip in, because I actually spoke to Mesa. His organization was one of the ones that actually reported the Sierra Leone police to. Mesa, was it the IMC?
Yes, there was the right. We did some work on the book.
Oh, right, yes. Because about the police. So what I would like to give you the opportunity actually to chip in on the right to life as well, and especially the situation in Sierra Leone last year where civilians were actually killed by the police, and it seems like up to now nothing has actually happened. It's actually quite worrying because it could be any one of us that was at the wrong end of the street as well. So human rights is something that we should all actually endeavor to make sure that every human being in Sierra Leone or even across the world will make sure that their rights are actually upheld and people actually respect those human rights. So Mesa, if you don't mind, if you could just talk on that as well, please.
Thank you very much, Milton. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. What can I say? Milton, I'm going to be very, very sincere with you. You know, when you called on me to contribute on this all-important subject, I was a bit naive, knowing the sensitivity of the issue. I am not here to ostracize or to criticize or to be a politician. I'm not one. And you know my work, what I do. But what can I say? We have started a process called the United Sierra Leone Initiative. I believe if we are talking about the right to life, the right of whatever human rights, people have to be united. And so I will speak safely on the platform of the United Sierra Leone Initiative, which will protect me and will prevent me from any political persecution. On the note of the right to life, it is very saddening and disappointing. But we have to also be honest and appreciate people at some point. You know, the head of the police is the General of Police. He's a very nice person, you know. I like him. But it's the same guy I've called the International Criminal Court for to bring to justice. But he's a very good person. And of late, recently, I come to realize that they are doing their best. They are doing an amazing work. The Human Rights Commission, they are doing their best. They are working hard. You know, the police, they are working hard. We must never underestimate their efforts. It's just a question of policies. It's a question of the resources they have. And sometimes they also have challenges, which we may not know. They are doing their best. And what I would say is to urge them to do more. Fambule spoke of the report. It's on the website. That is just a fact. How should I put it? Report without action and implementation. It's a waste of the taxpayers' money. You're wasting the resources that could otherwise be spent on children's education and save the millions of children on the streets to secure education. Using that money to pay experts, go to corner, write a report, publish it on the website, talk about it, get the media coverage without no action, no one is brought to justice. It's a waste of time. And I don't think the commission's money should be spent in such a miserable way. So what has happened on the question of mistaken belief? We are not sure if those people we are having any harm against them. The police got involved into self-defense. I feel there is never a question of responsibility or right to take someone's life. You do not have the right, you do not have the responsibility. Even in the circumstances where you have to use the self-defense justification, that is really